Hello, welcome to Forex Trading Strategies, FTS for short. If you are new on this channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so we can notify you whenever we have new content for you guys. Okay, so previously I made a video on boom and crash scalping strategy, that is the upgraded version of it. So I only explained how to use it in the boom. So many people were messaging me and asking me how can they use it to trade the crash as well. So I will show you guys how to trade this market in the crash. Okay, so now let's head on to the little worksheet I have for us that will explain most of the things to us before we go into our MetaTrader 5. Okay, so here we have trading crash 500 and 1000 with upgraded scalping strategy. Okay, so that is the title of the video. Now as you can see, let's check our chart a bit. You will notice we have color green here, we have the dark green, we have the dark red, we have the bright green. Okay, so those are the color, and we have ash, you can see here. So we have basically we have about 5 colors: the ash 1, the dark green 2, the bright green 3, the bright red 4, and the dark red 5. Okay, so now let's head into our worksheet once more. Okay, so how do we use this to trade? Now I explained here the functions of each color, what they signify, what they stand for. So the red is for buy signal generally, the green also is for buy signal generally. Okay, so but the bright red is a strong buy signal. So if you are trading the crash, you should be watching out for the bright red alone, not any other color. So you only trade when it is in the bright red. Okay, so the dark red is for a weak buy signal. So whenever you see the dark red, you are not supposed to be trading, because you need to confirm the trend before you start trading it. Okay, so the dark green is for weak sell signal. Now in crash, the green is like trading the crashes. Okay, just like trading the spike in boom. So the weak or the dark green or the green generally is like trading the crashes, but this video is not focused on how to trade the crashes. Okay, it's just how to buy it. So for now I'll just explain it briefly, that the green generally is for the sell signal if you want to sell crash. Okay, so and if you are using boom as well, you know that okay, the green is what you'll be focusing on, but we are doing the crashes here alone. Okay, so and the ash is the consolidation period. So together we have 5 colors: the greens are 2, the red are 2, making 4, then the ash. Okay, so making it 5. So we'll just go to our chart now to explain to us how to know when to enter the market, when to stay away from the market. Okay, so generally our arrow will be guiding us on where to exit the market. And one important thing to note is the dashboard. The dashboard is very, very important. You know the trend of the market. Okay, now the indicators will work on its own computational analysis, but the dashboard also will work on its own. Then when you combine the two together, you will be very, very powerful in trading. Okay, so now let's head into the MetaTrader 5 platform and explain some few things to us. Okay, so this is here we have MetaTrader 5. So I will be explaining. First, I'll be starting with this dashboard. Honestly, I'll be starting with this dashboard because I was watching this graph the other time and I noticed something. So first is you check the dashboard and see the trend of the market. So you can see from 4 hours till 1 minute, they are all downtrend, and downtrend is not the best part to trade for our crash. Okay, we trade crash on uptrend. So since this time frame, like 1 2 3 4 5, so out of the first 6, they all show downtrend. This means the market is generally on downtrend for now. The market is generally on downtrend, so crash is on downtrend. So no signal given here will be long. They will not be 100% reliable. Okay, so you trade the crash when the market is more of uptrend. Okay, when you compare from 4 hours till 1 minute and you have more of uptrend, then you can trade it. So that one, it will be more, you have a strong trend than trading it right here. So if you are trading right here, this is very hypertensive because you have more of downtrend. So we have more of the downward pull than the upward pull. So if you are trading the crash, if you want to buy the crash here, you might get caught in some spike that you don't like, or in some crash that you don't like. So this time this trend dashboard for the trend is very, very important. Okay, so okay, now let's head into our other explanation. Okay, so what do we look out for before we can enter our trade? What do we look out for? Now the things we need to look out for are very, very simple. First is we should know that we are only interested in the bright trade, because the bright trade is the uptrend of the crash. So you can see, for example, from here to here, these are bright red. Although before it gets to this point, there will be arrow already. Maybe the arrow came out around here or around here. So once you see the arrow, you just move away. Okay, you move away. So we are interested in the bright trade alone. So and how do we know? Do we trade all bright trade? Now, for example, let me pick maybe 3 examples or thereabouts, and we'll call it a show. So we know that the green is the sell signal. So whenever the green moves from the ash to red, whenever the green moves from ash to red, you can see green, the movement from green to ash to red, that is a buy signal. So whenever you see the red like this, a buy signal. And mind you, it must be a bright red. So at this moment you can see that this is a bright red. So and all the way here is a bright red. Then you can stay in the market. But before this arrow comes out, the arrow will not come out at this point. The arrow might be out around this area or somewhere. So once you see the arrow, you leave the market. Okay, so you wait for the next opportunity. Okay, so for example here, so that is the first instance. When it moves from ash to bright red, you can enter the market. Okay, the second instance is when it moves from green to dark red. You can see it moves from green here, be it dark green or light green. It moves from green here to dark red. So that is another buy signal for you. No, it moves from green to dark red. So you wait for the dark red to turn to bright red. We are only buying in the bright red. That is the first thing you must hold. After you know the market trend, then the next thing is we are only buying in the bright red, nothing else. Okay, so it moves from green to dark red, then to bright red. So that is a buy signal for us. So you can just buy in this bright red and wait until whichever time the arrow is out, then we move away from it. Okay, so the next one is when it moves from green directly to red. So you can see at some point it moves from green to dark green to ash and like that, and to dark red. But we have some instances as well that it moves from green directly to red. So I hope I see some of them here. Okay, like this. Now you can see it moves directly from green, although this is dark green, but whichever greens. So it moves directly from green to red without touching the ash at all. So this also is a buy signal for us, provided the arrow is not out. Okay, if the arrow is not out, for sure we can buy it, but once the arrow is out already, you don't enter such trend. Okay, so wait, this is another trend right here, but I think I've explained this before. It's moved from bright green to dark green, then to dark red, then to bright red. So once it's entered the bright red, we can start trading. Okay, we start trading, then we'll be waiting for the arrow. Once the arrow is out, we move. Once the arrow is out, we close the trade and wait for another opportunity. So it is as simple as this, ladies and gentlemen. It's as simple as this. Okay, so see this as well. You can see it moves from green directly, from bright green directly to bright red. So this is another good opportunity. So from bright green directly to bright red, that is a strong trend for you. So you can enter the market and wait for the arrow to be out. Okay, now there's many strategies to using this. You can wait for the arrow to be out, or you can choose your own trading pattern. Like if you calculate it that, okay, this is my lot size, then I want to be taking 3 minutes or 4 minutes. So whenever your 4 minutes is done, you close your trade. You don't wait for the arrow. So that is another pattern. If you want to adopt that, you can use it as well. okay. So but another thing I need to lay more emphasis on is this trend dashboard here. This is so important. So you use this to depict the general trend of the market. Okay, the general trend of the market right now is uptrend or is downtrend, and this is crash. So it is very dicey. It is very risky to trade it right now. So meaning that no uptrend is long. So only the downtrend are pretty much in these cases. So whenever you have things like this to be on uptrend as well, then you can enter for a very long time, trade and enjoy the market and trade it for very long time. Okay, so you must be very careful to check the market trend. If you are not checking the market trend, make sure everything works together. You don't trade on impulses, you don't guess, you don't trade on how you feel. Okay, so it must be pure analytics. So you analyze it and you enter the market. Make sure that you have more of uptrend. From the day or daily time chart up, you have more of uptrend dominating the chart. Then you make sure it is in bright red before you buy. Okay, and make sure the arrow is not out before you buy. Those three conditions must be met. Okay, because we all know that we are buying in the bright red and we are leaving when the arrow is out, and the trend must be in our favor. If those three things are not in alignment, you might see some difficulties and it shouldn't be. Okay, so you must be very careful while trading. Okay, so if you have this indicator already, for some of you that have it yesterday and some of you that have it right from time, so you can just put this into consideration. Okay, put this into consideration and trade cautiously. Okay, so that being said, if you want to join my Telegram channel, feel free to join my Telegram channel. The link is in the description section below. So there I post things and stuff to my subscribers that are there with me. Okay, so that being said, so that is basically, you can see here I placed a trade for like 4 candles and I closed it because I have a method of my own trading. Okay, so that should be that for now. So thank you guys for watching. So this is how you use this to trade the crash. So this video is based on the crash alone. If you need to know how it works on the boom, I have a previous video that you can refer to. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to subscribe and like this video. If you have any question as well, drop it in the comment section below and I will reply you. So thank you and bye for now.